The private jet landed an hour earlier than expected. Ethan Grant, one of New York's youngest billionaires, stepped off with a weary smile. After weeks of business abroad, all he wanted was to surprise his fiancée, Vanessa, and spend a quiet weekend at his countryside estate with his daughter, Lily, and his mother, Margaret. Vanessa had been everything the world thought a billionaire's fiancée should be: graceful, glamorous, and always smiling for the cameras. But lately, something had been gnawing at Ethan. His mother's voice over the phone had sounded off. His little girl, too, had gone quiet whenever Vanessa's name came up. He dismissed it as exhaustion. Until today. He didn't call ahead. He wanted to see the real picture, no staff alerts, no rehearsed welcomes. As he pulled into the long driveway, the sun was just beginning to dip behind the hills, painting the sky gold. He parked quietly and walked around back, where laughter and clattering dishes came from the garden. Then he froze. From behind the stone wall, he saw his mother kneeling near the flower bed, scrubbing mud off a tablecloth. Little Lily, only 6, was beside her, trying to help with her tiny hands. Across from them stood Vanessa, elegant as ever, holding a bucket. But it wasn't water for the plants. With an impatient sigh, Vanessa tilted the bucket, and poured the dirty water all over Margaret's hands and Lily's dress. Ethan's heart stopped. Lily gasped, stepping back as the cold, grimy water splashed over her shoes. His mother winced, clutching her wrist. Vanessa's voice was sharp, venomous. "You two should know your place. I'm not running a charity here. You're lucky Ethan keeps you around." Ethan's vision blurred with disbelief. For a moment, he thought he must be hallucinating. This couldn't be the woman he planned to marry. Then Lily's trembling voice broke him. "Please, Miss Vanessa. I just wanted to help Daddy's flowers." Vanessa sneered. "You're a spoiled brat like your father. Go inside and clean yourself before you ruin the patio." That was enough. Ethan stepped forward. "No, Vanessa," he said quietly. "You've already ruined enough." Vanessa spun around, her face draining of color. "Ethan. You're early." His gaze was cold, the kind that once froze boardrooms and billion-dollar negotiations. Clearly. His mother looked up in shock, whispering, "Ethan, please, it's not." But Ethan held up a hand. He walked past Vanessa to his daughter, crouched down, and wiped the dirt from her cheek. "You okay, princess?" Lily nodded silently, hugging him tight. He turned to Vanessa. "You had one job, to love my family as your own. And you failed before we even began." Vanessa stammered, "It's not what it looks like." "Your mother," she spilled the... "Stop." Ethan's tone was steel. "I saw everything." For a long moment, the only sound was the wind rustling through the garden. Then Ethan took off the ring from his pocket, the engagement ring he had planned to give her again at dinner tonight, symbolizing a new start. He placed it on the table. "Leave," he said simply. Vanessa's mask cracked. "You'll regret this. You can't find another woman like me." Ethan met her eyes. "I pray I never do." She stormed off, heels clicking furiously against the stone path, her designer suitcase clattering behind her. The silence that followed was heavy, but peaceful. Margaret exhaled shakily, tears welling. "Ethan, you didn't have to come early. I didn't want to ruin your trip." He knelt beside her and took her hands gently. "You could never ruin anything, Mom. You're the reason I became who I am." That night, Ethan cooked dinner himself, simple pasta, garlic bread, and his mother's favorite tea. Lily sat beside him, giggling every time he oversalted something. It wasn't a billionaire's banquet, but it was home. Later, as the stars blinked over the quiet estate, Ethan tucked Lily into bed. She smiled sleepily. "Daddy, are you happy now?" He kissed her forehead. More than I've been in a long time." Outside, Margaret watched them from the doorway, a soft smile on her face. "You finally saw what really matters," she whispered. Ethan nodded. "Money can buy comfort, Mom, but not character." From that day forward, Ethan changed, not as a businessman, but as a man. He spent more time with family, less in boardrooms. He started a foundation in his mother's name, supporting single parents and children who needed safe homes. Because sometimes, it takes one cruel act to remind us what real love looks like. And for Ethan Grant, the billionaire who arrived early, that reminder became the beginning of a better life. Moral: true wealth isn't in money or status, it's in the hearts that stay kind when no one's watching. Sparkling heart.